field is burning. Don't blame it on me. Don't on me.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Cleveland. They're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And with some time here to spare, let's talk leadership in the NBA. Kenny, who would you...
Obviously, the great Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. With
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Now here's Curry. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And you think about Stephen Curry, clearly one of the greatest shooters the league has ever seen. Clark, I think you could make a case that he's the best off-the-dribble three-point shooter in league history. What do you think?
I think he's the best total shot maker shooter we've had in the league. When you look at all aspects of shooting, I don't know if anybody's ever been better.
Pass to Green, puts up a 3. The shot misses, so Cleveland will take it the other way. James kicks to Irving. It's stolen by Green. Here's Bogut. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. But it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Pass to Bogut. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Here's Curry. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
No good from Irving.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy.
Here's pushing it up now. It's deflected. Outside Curry. He dishes it to Green. And the rejection by James. They get it back. Thompson misses. Thompson against James. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball. No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
For the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Amon Shumpert has come in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key. And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Bogut. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged player.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
Thompson with the bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now here's Mozgov. Cleveland moving the ball around. Back to Smith. To the paint. Mozgov's shot is off.
And getting back to Bogut, people forget he's a pretty good athlete. The reason he was drafted #1 overall way back when was because of his insane combination of size and movement skill. That's why he remains one of the excellent shot blockers in the league today.
Offensive rebound. Warriors leading by 5. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
And when you talk about Bogut, I think the Warriors' incredible regular season inspired him. He didn't have to be the star. He just had to anchor that deep. Sometimes when you give a guy a specific task to be the best at, that's what he delivers the most.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. Kicks it to Fry. Shumpert in the corner. They need this. Oh, he jams it right over Draymond Green. Wow.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And now, running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up. He gives them a double-digit lead. Green's got his second basket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here is Livingston. 0-1 near Iguodala as he lets it go. Here's Spates. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Spates has got his first points of the game.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Iguodala, the pass to Livingston. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
Yeah, that's been the pattern, guys. I mean, their turnovers not only killing their offensive flow, but fueling the fire at the other end. That's a losing combo.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Here's Fry. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Warriors lead by 17. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. He caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates.
We expect so much out of each other every single night.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, in part, perhaps the most demanding of all are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, two guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
You know, it's been a great display of team basketball here thus far.
5 guys, 5 fingers working as one. Just beautiful team basketball on display for these guys.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Azealia is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Curry in at the 1.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Here's Thompson. And the rejection by Love. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much as the officials will send him to the line. And he'll shoot some free throws. The Warriors have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. There's the pass to Azealia. And stolen by Irving. Outside Curry. He feeds it to Thompson. And that one's good. Thompson's got 10 points in the game.
Really their own worst enemy right now with all these turnovers.
I tell you what, guys, this game would look a lot different, would have a different texture if they didn't give the ball away so much. I mean, that's really been the storyline so far.
Cavaliers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Dellavedova kicks to Thompson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Thompson's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Thompson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.